Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome everybody here to the lunchtime. I'm your host, Conman167. As always, guys, welcome to the this great little server over here. Not server, sorry. Great little show here called the Lunchdown. I am once again your host, Conman, and I hope you guys are going to be enjoying the show today. We have some stuff to talk about. There's not a ton of news. I guess we could review SmackDown. We can look forward to WrestleMania. All those great things. Lots of stuff to talk about, though, because WrestleMania is obviously that exciting time of the year, and we got to get moving on to it. So, I mean, welcome everybody to WrestleMania week here on the channel. Hope you guys are excited for everything that is to come today, tomorrow, and the coming days, especially the weekend, as lots of stuff is bound to happen. Today, guys, I mean, like I said, there's not a ton of news. If you guys are wanting to know what the news kind of is, it is scrolling above there, and we will talk about it, we'll break it down. But if you guys want to know your news just very quickly, you can always just look up on the ticker up there, and it has exactly what I'll be talking about during the rumor roundup. So you guys can get the rumor roundup just basically at the start of the show, and you don't have to worry about anything, okay? So if you guys want to read it, go right ahead. But right here for now, we're just going to move into the very first segment of the day called the rumor roundup. And I think it's really cool. I love the little glow around the logos down there. I think it looks so cool. Anyways, though, guys, let's get talking about the rumor roundup here today. Rumor roundup is obviously brought to you by Cage Site Seats. They have a little section over there known as the rumor roundup. I will, probably tomorrow, I should say, I'll probably throw the link to the description of the rumor roundup so you guys can check out the article yourself. But I'm basically just reading it from the site and giving you guys my take on it and all those little things. That is what the rumor roundup is. So, guys, PW Insider is reporting that Undertaker is scheduled for WrestleMania 34. So no matter what, he will be there. So what does that mean, guys? That is the question. What does that mean? Undertaker is scheduled to be at WrestleMania, but it doesn't necessarily say he is going to be wrestling. Now, we've been seeing rumors that WWE is going to be having John Cena versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. We've seen the build-up. You know, it's been a good build. Sorry, I just about had to sneeze. Nope. Am I gonna sneeze? Don't think so. Yeah, it's been a good build for it. It's been John Cena basically building the match by himself, you know, like he's literally building it by himself, calling Taker a coward and all that. And all of us believe that Undertaker is definitely going to be wrestling at WrestleMania versus John Cena. But we haven't got it confirmed. So until anything is actually confirmed in the WWE, it is not a thing. Ashok Sarvaya, thank you very much for subscribing. So it's not a thing in the WWE until it is actually announced, written down in stone, you know, all those things. And this is one of those matches that aren't. You know, they don't have this match fully announced yet. So John Cena versus Undertaker might not happen still. It's a possibility. However, regardless of if the match is going to happen or if it isn't, Undertaker is going to be at WrestleMania according to PW Insider. So all of us probably hope that he shows up. I think all of us would love to see Undertaker versus John Cena at WrestleMania. It's been a good build. It would be a letdown if we don't see Undertaker versus John Cena, but at least, you know, we've gotten some entertaining TV for the last little bit. So we will see what happens at WrestleMania. Regardless, the plan is that he is going to be there, and obviously WrestleMania without Undertaker is not WrestleMania. So that is really good to hear that at least he's going to be there. Katana Pone's all dropping $5 saying, I hope Taker wrestles at WrestleMania. I would be upset if he doesn't wrestle at the show. Thank you so much for your $5 donation, Katana Pone's all, and I absolutely agree with you. It would be a letdown. It'd be a huge letdown if Undertaker does not wrestle at the show of shows. Just simply because, you know, there's the possibility that he could. And without him at WrestleMania, it just doesn't feel like WrestleMania anymore. So, I don't know. I really hope that things work out for everybody involved. But thank you so much for your $5 donation. Let's move into the next part of the rumor roundup, though, because we have something reporting here from The Observer. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns is currently set to be the main event of WrestleMania 34. They add, though, that it could change, of course. So that possibility that it could change, that we could actually end up seeing maybe, I don't know, maybe AJ Styles versus Shinsuke as the main event. Although one thing with that, though, I will say to that is I have a hard time believing that they're going to put AJ versus Shinsuke as the main event of WrestleMania. the feud, the build-up has not been as good nearly, or as strong, I guess you could say, as Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. Now, that's partly due to the fact that AJ Styles and Shinsuke are both faces. They are both great wrestlers, and they're literally building up a feud based on respect, with each other, and saying that I'm going to get the better of you at WrestleMania. There hasn't been any vicious attacks. There hasn't been any heel turns. There hasn't been any shenanigans, It's just basically been Shinsuke playing mind games, and then AJ Styles finally getting his mind games of his own going into WrestleMania. So it's been an okay feud. It's been an okay build. But however, let's face facts here. Which of all these matches here have the most likely ability to main event? There's 3 matches. 3 matches that might main event. And these are the legitimate possible 3 matches that might main event. You could have, there's a legitimate chance that you could have Ronda Rousey, Triple H versus Stephanie McMahon and, Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H could be the main event. I mean, if that happens, it's probably the least likely of the 3 scenarios. Then you're probably going to have the possibility of John Cena versus Undertaker be the main event, which is highly likely. I mean, Roman Reigns versus Taker last year was the main event, so it's highly likely that could be the match. John Cena versus Undertaker, bigger than a title. Or there could be the third and most likely scenario is Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar with the main event slot. Just Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar's the main event, guys. You can hate on Roman all you want. The dude's great in the ring. The dude is very, very good on the microphone now. Like, he's carried this feud, man. He's really carried this feud. He's gotten fans behind him, going into this. He's been a badass, but he's been getting beat up and all that stuff. So, I like Roman. I've never hidden the fact that I like Roman Reigns. I think he's really, really good. He's probably one of the best performers in the entire world to this very day, honestly. The dude doesn't put on a bad match. So he's deserving of the main event spot, whether people want to admit it or not, Nobody complained when the Stone Cold and The Rock had 3 WrestleMania matches against each other, right? Just because it's Stone Cold and The Rock. Well, guess what? Start saying it's Roman Reigns versus Brock Lesnar. There's no problems with it. That's just how it is. He's our big star. You just got to deal with it. Anyways, though, let's move on to the next part of the rumor roundup. So, some speculation around Braun Strowman's mystery partner at WrestleMania 34 is it could be the new version of Bray Wyatt, because we haven't seen... There's that sneeze I was waiting for. We haven't seen Bray Wyatt back on WWE TV since being thrown in the Lake of Reincarnation. So it'll be intriguing. It will be. Katana Pone's all dropping another $2 and saying Roman has improved vastly over the years. 100% agree with you, Katana Pone's all. Big time. So one sec, Jack the Pilgrim King. They need to stop putting him in the main event of WrestleMania. He shouldn't be the main event 4 years in a row. Oh, really? So who would you rather? Who would you honestly rather be in the main event? Because I'm telling you right now, Shinsuke versus AJ does not seem like the main event of WrestleMania. Roman Reigns is the main event. He's their biggest player in WWE. I don't care what anybody says. He draws the largest reaction. He is so over with kids. He is so over with women. Men, for whatever reason, just can't accept the fact that he's good and boo him because he's good. And, he's deserving of the WrestleMania main event slot. Maybe he doesn't deserve it 4 years in a row, but you tell me to this day, to this year's WrestleMania, that he doesn't deserve the main event slot? Pfft, you're kidding me, man. You're kidding me. He deserves the WrestleMania slot this year. Absolutely, he does, and he deserved it last year as well, because Undertaker versus Roman was an incredible build. It was really good. And this is the best, This is the best spot. And I think Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns is the main event of WrestleMania. I don't care what anybody says. But anyway, sorry, I keep getting a little distracted with that. Yeah, so the possibility that the new version of Bray Wyatt could be Braun Strowman's mystery partner. That's what I'm thinking is also a likely scenario. I thought James Ellsworth would be hilarious. Make it come full circle, to his first match and all that stuff. I think that would be absolutely hilarious. Maybe we get it. Maybe we get James Ellsworth. Maybe we get Brains Strowman, and it's actually going to be somebody dressed up as Brains Strowman. Who knows? I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be entertaining, to say the least, and we're going to get a surprise shock there, most likely. with the partner. Okay. So then, here, this is a little bit more stuff about The Miz. So the Observer notes that The Miz's babyface stuff on Raw about becoming a dad wasn't to start a babyface turn, but to help build up the reality show with his wife, which ends with Maurice giving birth to Monroe. I guess that's the name of their child. So that's basically says it all right there. Miz is not turning face. He just cut a face promo to help build for the reality show. I guess that's basically what it was. And the last one here, it's not really a big news thing. As you can tell, it's a slow news day. But none of the major WWE shows this coming week or weekend are sold out yet. But it looks like all but SmackDown will do so per Wrestling Inc. So that means WrestleMania, NXT TakeOver, Hall of Fame, those shows are all still not sold out yet, which is crazy to think WrestleMania isn't sold out, but they expect to be sold out come this week. And I mean, with scalpers tickets and people buying online last minute, all this stuff, yeah, it's going to happen. They're going to sell out these shows. She'll be really good. Okay, and there's one last thing. This isn't really in the rumor roundup, but it is a rumor at the same time. Rusev is possibly bringing his tank back to WrestleMania this year. So can you imagine a Rusev Day flag on top of the tank as he comes in and he just basically waves that Rusev Day flag, and you just hear in English, "It's Rusev Day," just right on there, just giving her. I think that'll be so much fun to watch at WrestleMania. He's going to have one of the best entrances at Mania, because the fans chanting along to Rusev Day is going to be incredible. I can't wait for that. It's going to be very good. Okay, guys. So that is going to be the end of the rumor roundup. Let's move into the breakdown, as I want to talk a little bit about SmackDown Live last night. Let's break it down. Basically, you can throw in the D-Generation X theme song right there. Break it down! You know, and let's talk a little bit about SmackDown Live. So last night on SmackDown Live, we saw basically the go-home show before everything broke down. I just want to pull up the actual SmackDown results all here. Okay. So just basically to break it down here, guys, I'm not going through everything, but Rusev picking up a win is huge. I truly think that Rusev is going to walk away with the United States Championship at WrestleMania. You guys will see my predictions in my prediction video here today. So I think he's going to walk away WrestleMania with the title. I think Rusev was thrown in there for a reason. I don't think he was just added in at the last minute for comedic purposes, for just to give something for him to do. It's most likely because WWE sees the reaction from the crowd and says, oh, we can build on this. We can work this. Imagine all the merch shirts, you know. Imagine all the stuff we can make. We can make Rusev Day stuff, you know. We can make Rusev Day calendars. We can make this. We can make that. Their merch sales will be unreal. And then they're like, okay, so how do we continue with this? We give him a title. Let's make Rusev Day the most over thing on SmackDown Live, which it already is. Rusev Day last night just stole the show, hearing the crowd chant Rusev Day. It's on the same level with Walk with Elias. That is how over Rusev is right now. And we all know how WWE is going to be giving a massive spot to Elias at WrestleMania with a concert most likely being interrupted by The Rock. So that's a huge spot for Elias. You might as well give a huge spot to Rusev as well and give him the United States title at WrestleMania. So that's my breakdown for Rusev winning that match. It's to build momentum for him and make him look like a strong guy going into WrestleMania. All right, we also had Carmella trying to cash in her Money in the Bank briefcase. This is leading to a bunch of speculation that she is going to cash in at WrestleMania. I've been saying it for probably about 2-3 months now, that Carmella cashing in on an undefeated Asuka would be perfect, and if Carmella could walk away with the Women's Championship, that would be even better, ending Asuka's undefeated streak in the process. I think the heat would be unbelievable on Carmella. But the breakdown from SmackDown is that Charlotte kicked away the Money in the Bank briefcase. She hoofed that thing and just absolutely launched it, man. She sent that thing flying right out of the ring. I mean, there's not much else to say about that. She hoofed it, and that was a very heel move. Think about it. Carmella's literally just playing by her contractual rights to cash in at any point, and Charlotte literally just kicked away her opportunity. It's that, like, that was a little bit of a heel move by Charlotte. A little bit of a dick move, you know. But other than that, you know, not much we can say. Anyways, though, Carmella tried hard to cash in. She failed, and Yeah, but we also had something else to come down from SmackDown. We had Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn make a shock appearance, although not all that big of a shock considering they are fired. They made a shock appearance on SmackDown Live, standing on top of the announce table, talking about how they are going to win back their jobs, and they're going to beat the crap out of Daniel Bryan and beat the crap out of Shane McMahon, and that they are gonna send Daniel back to Brie, and her hope and support and her love is not going to be enough to get him fixed again. What a heel promo from these two. These guys are killing it week in, week out. They are the biggest heels roughly in the business right now, I would say. There's nobody who gets a bigger reaction than these guys when it comes to boos, when it comes to making the fans hate them. Kevin Owens is one of the best in the business as being a heel, but Sami Zayn has taken his next step to becoming a top-tier talent, especially on SmackDown. So, but yeah, it's looking like, from the way that they've been putting this story, it's looking more and more like it's going to be Shane McMahon and Daniel Bryan winning at WrestleMania. It makes sense, you know. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn have done some dastardly things to these guys, and this would be the way that they finally get their comeuppance on them. So it'd be, I think, obviously, Daniel and Shane working together, finally overcoming Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens would be great, and then you would send Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn over on to Raw, because they say specifically they'll never be seen in SmackDown again. Not WWE, just SmackDown in general, so most likely after WrestleMania, we will probably see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn turn up on Raw, which will be cool. Give them a fresh start here. They've feuded with everybody on SmackDown. There's nowhere left for them to go. It makes a lot of sense. But then we also had Shinsuke Nakamura and AJ Styles participate in a tag team match against Shelton Benjamin and Chad Gable. Boy, how that team has fallen. They are literally just jobbers for the two main event talents at WrestleMania. I don't like when you put a tag team against two single stars and you have the two single stars win. I think if you're a tag team in the tag team division, you should be able to beat any two superstars that form together, because you're a tag team. You're on each other's same page, you know? So that was kind of disappointing to see that they had to put those two against them. However, it makes sense after the beatdown and all this stuff. But then we saw AJ Styles show Shinsuke Nakamura that he could have hit him with a phenomenal forearm just like that. It would have been that close, man. He lands down, has it like this, and just stops. He holds up and then pats Shinsuke on the head like Shinsuke did the week prior. Very good segment. Very well done. And I'm excited for their match. It's going to be a good match. The feud, though, has not been crazy good. It's literally just been these two are saying, I'm the best. I'm going to hit you with a knee to face, you know, like those things. But the build has been going on since WrestleMania, or since Royal Rumble, and it will culminate here at WrestleMania with most likely a Shinsuke Nakamura title win, which will be pretty cool. I don't think Shinsuke loses because he was the Royal Rumble winner, but you never know. They could keep it on AJ Styles. That is a possibility. That is a possibility. Okay, so now we're going to pass this on over to your guys' questions right here. You can either ask me on Twitter at Conman167, or you can ask me in the live chat over here. You go ahead, guys, ask away on your questions. What do you think is going to happen and all this stuff? What do you want to know? My favorite WrestleMania moment from Randy Johnson right there, asking away. Favorite WrestleMania moment when Daniel Bryan won the championships. I think it was... That's probably the best WrestleMania moment ever. That, or when Ric Flair retired, just the I'm sorry, I love you, and the super kick to the face from Shawn Michaels. Just unbelievable. Unbelievable. Dante151 dropping $5, and they said they're making Baron Corbin look strong. Are they, man? You think they're making Baron Corbin look strong? Thank you very much for your $5. I wouldn't say they've been making Baron Corbin look strong. He's certainly been good. I wouldn't say strong, though. I think there's a big push for him in store after WrestleMania, to be 100% honest. But regardless, thank you very much for your $5 donation. Yeah, I honestly think that they are starting to maybe book towards a Baron Corbin, possibly. He might be back in the United States title picture. It's too soon to tell, to be quite honest, where they're going to go with Baron after WrestleMania, because he's just kind of been toying in the mid-card ever since he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal in his first night on the main roster at WrestleMania, which was pretty cool 2 years ago. You got to remember that, yeah, 2 years ago, he won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. You know, and he's won the Money in the Bank sense, and he's won the United States Championship sense. It's not like he's been kind of a letdown. I don't know why people hate on him so much. His mic work is kind of bad, but his in-ring work is good. He's got one of the best finishers. His deep six is amazing. That clothesline where he rolls out of the ring and comes back in is awesome. He's got a good moveset. He just needs to put it together on the microphone if he's going to be in store for a much bigger push. Is CM Punk returning at WrestleMania? Don't get your hopes up. There's no chance in hell. He's rumored to be fighting again in the UFC, so he wouldn't be risking an injury, yet alone coming back to a different company. No, I think CM Punk is going to be fighting in the UFC sooner rather than later, and he is not going to be at WrestleMania, so definitely not. Conman, condoms, please read. That was weird. That's a weird question. Who was going to win the Women's Battle Royal? That's a good question. I think it's going to be either Sasha Banks or Bayley. I think one of the two needs to win it. I can't really see any other women really being in store. Becky Lynch is also a favorite, I guess. But I would have either Sasha Banks or Bayley because their feud needs to continue going into the next pay-per-views. They need to have Bayley or Sasha eliminate each other at WrestleMania. What I would do is I would give it to Sasha Banks with eliminating Bayley from behind at the very last moment to continue her heel push. Whoever you want to turn heel, that is the person who should win the Andre the Giant or the Women's Battle Royal, in my opinion. In my opinion, at least. Baron Corbin is a good wrestler. Do you think they will give everyone their theme in the Andre the Giant and Women's Battle Royal? No, they don't do that. There's not enough time for them to do that. They are all going to walk down together, and they are going to have the Battle Royal, and then they're going to obviously introduce a few people with their theme song. That's just how they've done it every single year since it's happened. The people who really don't have a chance of winning the Battle Royal enter the ring all together, and then you have everybody's theme music hit, like, you know, like a Big Show, like a Kane, like a... like probably if Elias was in it, his theme music would hit. A Dolph Ziggler's theme music might hit. They might not give him a theme song, though. You know, there's lots of possibilities who gets the entrance at WrestleMania, but there's probably only going to be a handful of them in each Battle Royal. So yeah, I would have either Sasha Banks or Bayley, whoever you want to turn heel, win that Battle Royal. Who's going to win Authority or Rousey or and Angle? Wait, what? Who's going to win Authority or Rousey and Angle? I see what you asked there. I have Rousey and Angle. I think that would be the smart move. You know, Rousey's first match, I doubt she's losing, but you never know. It'd be interesting if they did give her a loss and just see where she goes from that. It'd be very, very intriguing. All right, we're gonna keep on asking any questions that you guys have. Ask away. I'm sorry, my nose is a little plugged this morning. Oh, man. Just a little on the plugged side. I'm still a little on the tired side as well. I'm not sure if you guys can tell. My eyes don't feel like they're fully open yet. You heard Batista's returning. Not sure about it. Is he? He may one day. I would not say that he's returning at WrestleMania. I can't see that happening. Why do I keep, like, looking over there? That is weird. Every time that I look down at this, it looks like I'm looking far away from the camera. Camera's right here, Connor. Focus on it. Yeah, no, I don't think Batista returns at WrestleMania. I have a tough time believing that. He's too busy. He's got, what is it, Marvel's Avengers coming up. Yeah, he's got quite a few movies on the go with Marvel and all this stuff. So I highly doubt that he's coming back at WrestleMania. He might be coming afterwards at some point, but not WrestleMania. There's no spot. I mean, you could give him the mystery partner for Braun Strowman if you really wanted to get a reaction. You could do that, I guess. Other than that, you're not going to stick him on the pre-show. And there's nowhere else to stick him unless he comes back in a Legends role. You know, it's just probably not doing that. Shaquille O'Neal at the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Who is saying that? Who's saying that? Where did you read that? Not too sure if that's actually a thing. Could be, but I'm not sure if it is. Guys, remember, make sure you leave a like on this video if you've not done so yet. Let's get this over 50 likes. Might as well get that. Paul Heyman roast on the fan who proposed was beautiful. Do you think he will do it again at Mania? That I don't think they're going to plan on it, but if somebody were to propose at WrestleMania and he was cutting a promo and they did it during this promo, I'm sure he would rip him to shreds once again. But I have a highly highly unlikely feeling that he's going to be cutting a promo at WrestleMania, yet alone somebody's going to propose right during the middle of it. Most likely not. But yeah, guys, continue to like this video. So, who do I have, Gargano or Ciampa? That's going to be such a good match. I can't wait. Obviously, Gargano. Gargano's definitely winning that match. No way in hell Ciampa wins that one, right? The biggest babyface overcoming all the odds to finally win against his former best friend who screwed him over, broke his heart, and has been... basically the downfall of him, got him fired from NXT, everything like that. No, of course the babyface is going to win. There's no way they let Gargano win, or Ciampa win that match. Not a chance. Do I think Paul Heyman will mentor someone else after Brock Lesnar? Definitely. I think so. He's too good to be signed by WWE, not use him in another role. However, we have seen in the past that Paul Heyman with other people doesn't tend to work. The only one that it's worked with is CM Punk. It failed with Curtis Axel. It failed with Ryback, right? Ryback and Paul Heyman, they were a thing? I believe so, right? I think so. Ryback with Paul Heyman, it was a thing, I think, right? I don't know. Anyways, though, let's move on from Twitter questions and let's move into what I like to call the sponsor spotlight. Now, I've got a huge sponsor spotlight as we got a brand new sponsor last night. We actually got a few new sponsors last night, which was pretty cool. We had 3. So I want to give an absolute massive shout out to Beast Mode. Dude, thank you so much for becoming a sponsor last night. I saw you in the chat here today. So I really, really appreciate you being a sponsor, man. If you guys wish to become a sponsor, you can always click on the green sponsor button above the chat to become a sponsor. Possibly get a sponsor shout out, all these things. What I want to have happen in the future is I want to have the sponsor shout out or sponsor spotlight be like actually on the screen. You see right down here, there's like a little bit of a space between all the logos and everything. I want to have maybe the sponsor spotlight right down there. So Beast Mode, I really appreciate you becoming a sponsor, and I hope you enjoy everything that comes with the sponsors, sponsor perks, I guess you could say. Remember, use that dab emoji. Just use it. Use that dab emoji. It's great. I love it. Okay, and then we'll go into the final thing, which is Conman's take, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about WrestleMania, because Conman's take right here is that WrestleMania is going to be excellent. I have seen lots of people complaining already that WrestleMania is gonna be too long. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be that. Main event's gonna suck. Ronda's gonna botch. All this stuff. They're hating on every single match possible. The US title feels like a throwaway match. Why aren't they building to the tag team match more? Yada, yada, yada. Guys, we haven't even seen the show yet. The show hasn't even happened and people are already complaining, calling it the worst WrestleMania ever. Like, come on. Come on. My take on that is that you need to give it a chance. You need to actually watch the show. And I think if you complain about a show before it happens, you're delusional because it hasn't happened. That is literally like going in to a movie and before you have even seen any previews of the movie or anything like that, you're going to say, I bet you this movie sucks. I bet you it's really, really, really bad. You know, nobody has told me if it's bad. Nobody has any first opinions on it whatsoever. It's just probably going to be bad. Just definitely going to be bad, you know. I already don't like this movie just by the title. That's all I know it. You know, that's not, come on, you got to give it a little bit of a chance, you know. You got to at least watch a few of the trailers. And when you watch the trailers for WrestleMania, tell me you aren't hyped up, because I know I am. It's going to be a good show, guys. I think WrestleMania is going to be incredible. There is the possibility NXT TakeOver delivers a better show because of just the talent on that card. I mean, that is one stacked card. It's going to be an amazing show, but it doesn't really mean that it's going to top WrestleMania. I think WrestleMania has a different atmosphere. WrestleMania is not like any other pay-per-view because it's so over the top. They have so many fireworks. They have so many graphics, the build-ups, the packages for every single story, the character work, the clothing they come out in, you know, every little thing that they do with WrestleMania, the grand stage where you have like, what is it, 70,000 people watching in one arena or one stadium is going to be incredible. So I'm super excited for WrestleMania. I think it has the possibility to be one of the best of all time. Just simply put, the card is amazing. The card is really, truly amazing. If you guys have not heard the card yet, let me just go over quickly of WrestleMania 34's card. WrestleMania 2018 card. There we go. So yeah, the card, guys, this is the matches that are literally Oh, what is this? Okay, the video started playing. But yeah, so the matches that have been announced so far, let's just read through them right here. So, Women's Battle Royal on the kickoff show. You have the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal on the kickoff show. You have the Cruiserweight Championship match, Cedric Alexander versus Mustafa Ali, on the kickoff show. That is going to be an incredible match. That has the possibility to steal the entire show. Watch that match. It's going to be good. Then you have the Bar versus Braun Strowman and To Be Determined, which will be intriguing. I still hope Braun Strowman doesn't come out with a partner. I still hope it's a 2-on-1 handicap match because I think that is very intriguing. Then you have the SmackDown Tag Team Championships, the Usos versus New Day versus the Bludgeon Brothers in a, is this going to be a TLC match or is it a ladder match or did I dream that? I think it's just a normal match, right? That might turn into like a ladder match or something like that. It's been weird. We don't have a ladder match announced yet on the show. Then we have the United States Championship match, which is Randy Orton versus Bobby Roode versus Jinder Mahal versus Rusev. Is going to be very, very good. I think that match has the possibility to steal the show. It'll be pretty good. Then you have The Miz versus Seth Rollins versus Finn Balor. That match is going to be excellent. Raw Women's Championship match, Alexa Bliss versus Nia Jax. Charlotte Flair versus Asuka for the SmackDown Women's Championship. Unbelievable. Can't believe that match is happening. Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. Seeing Daniel Bryan return at WrestleMania. That is worth the price of admission right there. Then you get Ronda Rousey and Kurt Angle versus Stephanie McMahon and Triple H. The big question is can Ronda actually wrestle? That will be the big thing. But other than that, every other person in that match is going to be able to tell an amazing story. Then you have AJ Styles versus Shinsuke Nakamura. Incredible, like dream match. Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns. And then you're most likely going to have Undertaker versus John Cena. And people who have not been announced for the card so far are Elias, Samoa Joe, Jeff Hardy, and Bray Wyatt. Those are like the biggest names left off the card so far. So it is going to be an incredible show, guys. I hate the fact that people are already crapping all over it because it's going to be good. But guys, that is going to be the end of the Lunchdown for today. I hope you guys enjoyed. I do like this show. I really do. I think it's closer to around a half hour, but some days when we have more news, we will go closer to the hour mark. But guys, that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to tune in tonight as I'll be live streaming NXT at 8 p.m. Also, go follow me on Twitch at twitch.tv/Conman167 as I'm going to be live streaming Overwatch there today. I obviously have some work to do as I just started my placement matches so we can see what rank I'm going to place. I'm hoping for plat or higher. I think that's where I am going to get. But guys, that's going to be the end for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to leave a like on your way out. Be sure to leave a comment in the video afterwards if you happen not to watch live. And be sure to reach out to me on Twitter at Conman167 if you need any questions answered or you just want to talk about any random thing. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day. Enjoy your lunch break, and I'll talk to you guys later today.